Wes Hall, min friend, and welcome to yet another video. For those of you, my dear friends, who enjoy my review of Star Trek The Next Generation episodes, you are in for a treat. Welcome, my dear friends. And if you have been following my reviews, you know that I do not review each and every single individual episode, nor do I just go by seasons, but whenever I have an idea, whenever an episode or a scene in an episode sparks something in my mind and I say, oh, it would be an interesting thing to make a video about that, well, I just do it. The way I do these things is I do it to prove, mainly, really, to all those people in the world, mainly on Twitter, really, not in the world, and on other social networks, who are saying, oh, we need more diversity in entertainment today, inclusion, representation, yada, yada, yada. And all those, quote-unquote progressive people who are crying about the state of modern entertainment and saying that the entertainment and TV shows and films and comic books and literature in general was always very much conservative oriented and patriarchal and things like that, which is of course nonsense. And it's really being proved by each and every single episode of Star Trek The Next Generation that I see. But only here and there is something that is really video worthy to spend an entire video on just this one particular subject matter. Now, this one comes from the first episode of the second season, and the episode in question is called The Child, and it is very much current, at least it was very, very recently, and as always, things got very much stormy and wild, especially in the United States of America, which even Tolkien said about the Americans, that they are very, very easily kindled, more than any other nation in the world. You have very emotional people, in most cases divided into two teams in one way or another, being political issues or socio-politics or culture, whatever. And before I tell you what it is about, this episode and this video, I should like to say this is not a video in which I would say that I'm pro something or against something. This is not a video about me expressing my socio-political opinions about the matter at hand. It's not. No, this is not the channel for that. If you want to, you can express your opinion in the comments down below, but I don't really care what you think about this. And please try to be polite. Try not to argue, not to be mean at other people in the comment section. This is a review of a sci-fi TV show, which proves that it has always been very progressive. And once again, before I start, it needs to be said that even though Star Trek The Next Generation has proved many a time that it is very much progressive, people all around the world, of all ages, all genders, all sexualities, all faiths, all religions, were able to enjoy it and love it. Do you know why? Because it was a great TV show, with very well written protagonists, with intriguing characters, with good stories, with life lessons. And not to take up any more of your time, the episode is really about, the crew of the Enterprise dealing with a strange phenomenon. Because it just so happens that Diana Troy sleeps one night and a strange glowing sphere enters her bedroom and gets under her blankets. And the other day, when she wakes up, she realizes that she's pregnant. And that this pregnancy is progressing very rapidly. It won't take 9 months or 10 months, as it is the case with, her kind, but only about a day. And so the Enterprise, the crew, the captain, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and Riker, and all the leading crew, They are having a conversation, a meeting, a briefing, and they are discussing what they should do about it, about this pregnancy, when it is obvious that this is unnatural. It had not been, because of a sexual contact with another man. It just so happened, and they didn't know what it was. So they were discussing if they should, get rid of that particular pregnancy, if Diana Troy should, just terminate it. And so they are all voicing their pros and cons. Worf is saying that, it should be eradicated because it could be very dangerous. And Data is saying that, but if we terminate it, we can't study it. And, everybody has got their own point of view. But Deanna Troy says, Captain, you can do, and now I am, of course, paraphrasing, Captain, you can do whatever it is necessary for the safety of the Enterprise and the people on the Enterprise, but I'm keeping the baby. And Jean-Luc Picard says, well, that ends the conversation. And you know what I'm talking about here. This is all this pro or against, pro-life and pro-choice that, the Americans were dealing with quite recently. And it is really a very much current topic all around the world and has been for a long time. But, nobody really mentions that things like these very important, very serious, very grave, very controversial socio-political matters were dealt with in Star Trek The Next Generation. And that in many cases, it was, one way or another. Now, once again, this is not a conversation about being pro or being against or whatever. It's simply about the fact that Star Trek The Next Generation was a very, very deep sci-fi TV show, which in many cases, in each and every single episode, dealt with very serious socio-political matters, whatever the outcome was. In this case, it was about the choice of Deanna Troi, and whatever you call it. So, and this episode proves that some episodes were very progressive, some episodes were very conservative, and that everybody was able to find their own. And this is what I appreciate about it very much indeed. All right then, let me know in the comments down below what you think. That will be all. Thank you very much for watching, and Namaste.